Hi everyone, this is Diana Palm. Today I'm going to be sharing a manifestation hack with you about how to change your identity, therefore changing the world that you live in. We're going to be working from the inside out on this one because many of you are manifesting by pushing through action or manifesting through scripting, vision boards, or drinking glasses of water. And all of those things are fine for short-term manifestations, but I know that what most of you are really looking for is not an extra 10 bucks or $100. What you're looking for is a whole life overhaul, a better opportunity to make money, a larger house to live in, more security, stability, and more commitment with the love of your life. So if you want to really learn how to manifest larger, life-changing things, stay tuned. Now, when it comes to manifesting a whole life overhaul, the first thing we're going to take a look at is the blocks you currently have in place. I'm going to share the most common blocks that I hear from my clientele. Many of you actually argue for your limitations. As soon as I begin working with somebody's subconscious belief system and I start to propose a different version of them, they cling on to the version that they currently are. They will flat out tell me things like, that's impossible for me, or I don't think I'm good enough for that, or I don't know what that feels like, or this is who I've always been, this is who I'm always going to be, this is who I am in my family, this is the role I play in my friend group or in my community, and they haven't actually created an alternate version of them that they could grow into. So this creates a smaller version of you, which was already manifested from your past. And what I mean by that is your old story, the way that you grew up, the education level that you achieved, and the things that you did in the past, whether they got you awards or got you punishments. These are things that you carry with you energetically that continue to infuse who you are today. But these are who you used to be. I find that arguing for your limitations and arguing for who you've always been will be the biggest block to overcome in terms of becoming who you desire to be and who you were always meant to become. Another major block that I hear in terms of your manifesting is when you tell me that I feel like I'm making it up, or I live in the real physical world, not somewhere out there airy-fairy, making things up and trying to convince myself that they're true. When somebody says something like that, it tells me immediately that they don't understand the power of their own brain and that they don't understand that their thoughts truly become their reality. And oftentimes this comes from a place of wounding, feeling like you're not worthy of it, or you're not allowed to have what you want, or that you've wanted things before and they haven't come to fruition. Therefore, it seems like a miracle to get what you want. It seems out of reach. Another reason it feels this way is because your brain is already conditioned. Your brain has a particular belief system based on your past experiences. And those are very solid, creating a very structured reality that you're living from, where when you're living from this reality, it is nearly impossible to reach this reality unless you change your beliefs. So when I find people that are really anchored into their storyline, or they're too afraid to believe in something better coming for them, that they are just simply unaware probably that they can learn how to do this. This is a life skill. This is how your brain is programmed and conditioned. And the way that you've been programmed and conditioned is what you've already been living. So when you're ready for something more in life, doesn't it make sense that you'd want to create some new beliefs for yourself and some new patterns of thought and also some new feeling experiences? Because if you watch any other videos based on the law of attraction or how to manifest, you know already how important feelings are, because this is a feeling universe. Which brings me to the next manifestation block, is that people tell me all the time, I don't know what it feels like to have everything I want, or I don't know what it feels like to truly be in love. Yes, I can attract people, but staying in a long-term committed relationship with the love of my life, that seems impossible. And that will tell you that you're missing feelings. And the way that you can achieve this on your own at home is to go through a meditation process where you imagine imagine having everything you want and allow yourself to feel what that would feel like. And then you begin to actually create feelings inside your body. In my practice, I actually use the theta brainwave and implant feelings into people so that they can actually receive it right in their cells and that they can naturally exude those feelings. And because of that, they're able to shift more readily into attracting what it is that they want. But you can do this at home and you can create the feelings. We'll go through a short meditation process where I'll show you the most effective way for how you can do this at home on your own. Another manifestation block is people tell me it seems too good to be true. Now, if you're one of those people that wants to have something amazing occur in your life and it still feels too good to be true, that only indicates that there is a gap between where you are right now with your current belief system and where you want to be. So when you create new neural pathways and new belief systems, you can actually raise your vibration and frequency through your thoughts and beliefs and begin to vibrate in the energy of what it is that you truly want to have. So that's actually a good indication to you that you just have some work to do. And it does not mean that you need to get a new degree or put in 10 more years in your position at work in order to get that experience and skill level or even knowledge base. What it means is you need to work with your belief system and elevate the version of you from where you are now into the version of you that has everything that you want. Another major block to manifestation is that I hear my clients tell me, well, you just don't understand. I don't have that now, but I'll be happy when I have it. And I'm always telling them, you have it backwards. You need to actually be happy now to attract it and to be able to keep it once it comes. So getting into the end result is the feeling state. And that's why visualization can take you there. But you do want to embody the feelings of having what it is you want. And by the way, we also want to bring in the gratitude for it. So instead of saying, I'll be happy when I make an extra $10,000 a month, or I'll be happy when I get that check for $1 million. I'll be happy once I find my soulmate. I'll be happy once I buy my dream home. It's important that you can actually visualize all of those things for yourself and feel what it's like to have it in your life, and then really expand upon those feelings, locking them in so that you can begin sending that signal out. And that's how the universe can respond to you, by bringing you what it is you're broadcasting. The universe can't bring you anything if you're putting your timeline out in front of you. In other words, if you're saying, well, it's fine right now, but next spring when I get my bonus, then I'll be happy. If you actually focus on, what is it about next spring when you get your bonus that makes you happy? The ability to buy things you've been saving for, the ability to take that wonderful vacation, being able to pay off your bills. All of those things are true and accurate. But if you focus on the end result, the feeling that accompanies doing all those things, the feeling, the relief of paying off all your bills, the joy and the excitement of being able to go on a fabulous vacation, whatever those things are, I want you to focus on the feeling aspect of it. And instead of putting it out in front of you like this spring, bring those feelings into the present moment. Practice them. Practice feeling that way. Memorize it, because this is how you can actually bring the bonus in spring plus a lot more to you right here and right now. That's what they mean by saying practicing living in the end result. To know that version of yourself that has everything you want to have a clear picture of what that looks like. How will you move through your day, and what kind of decisions will you make? When you have everything you want in your life, how will you discern proper dates for yourself? What kind of decisions will you make in terms of shopping, the clothes you wear, or where you choose to live? And how will you use your free time? Think about the activities and the things you have going on in your life right now, because if you continue to do exactly that, you'll continue to manifest more of exactly that. So there is an efforted change in becoming who you were always meant to be. And when you take steps in that direction, everything else can fill in around you and really hold and sustain the newer version of you in a much quicker manner. I always like to tell people, especially those of you that really like to argue for your limitations, that tell me they just don't have enough money or that it's somebody else's fault or their husband won't let them do it. I like to lead them through the meditation where they have amnesia. And you can practice this at home to see how your mind shifts around your reality. Imagine for a moment that you opened your eyes one day and had no conscious awareness of anything that happened prior to the present moment. You don't remember having your heart broken. You don't remember losing a love or losing a house or losing a job. You don't remember any of your life's journey up until this moment. And when you wake up and you open your eyes and you look around and you look at where you're living and the situations and the people that are around you, you can then look at it with fresh eyes because there's no past history attached to it. There's no storyline anchoring you to any of it. And that's a very powerful place to be because you don't rationalize or tell yourself that I'm here because I have to be here, or I'm here because I owe this person something. I'm in this relationship because he or she did this for me and now I'm obligated to do this or that for them. You're actually able to wipe the slate clean and be in a clear and free moment of the present. And yes, that is a gift. That is one of the most powerful things that you can do to reset your consciousness, to just let it all go, your obligations, your oaths, your commitments, your projections, your storylines, your belief systems, anything that ties you to the past versions of you. I want you to actually just take a few deep breaths, center yourself, close your eyes, and imagine that all you really knew about yourself existed right here in this moment. Let everything else just fall away. And from that version of you, there's no one that told you you couldn't do it, have it, or be it. In this moment, you don't remember anything that was negative that held you back. You don't remember your struggles. You don't remember you're supposed to be afraid of having everything you want. You don't remember social conditioning. You don't remember that you saw other people get it all and then lose it all. You don't remember any of it. In the moment that you open your eyes without any memory, having complete amnesia of everything, you're actually in the most powerful position to create anew. And in this state, you can continue to breathe and release all old versions of you, also any past projections of who you were meant to be. And in this moment, when you wake up, you can decide what it is you want, who you would like to be in your life, and clearly move in that direction. If I had amnesia today and I was recreating my reality, I wouldn't worry about the 30 years of experience that I put into my career that brought me to this level. It'd be easier for me to step away from that if that made sense in this present moment. So many of you don't realize that what you've been working on for a long time may not be who you are right now. You may have not noticed that things have changed and that maybe there's other versions of you waiting to be birthed and emerge into this life and into this reality. And the more you hold on to old versions of you or storylines that you cling to and tell yourself that that's who you are, the more you restrict yourself from who you're trying to become. There are many ways to fulfill your life's purpose and your soul path. So learning that and understanding how to release previous timelines allows you to have more power in the present moment and truly magnetize what it is you want to without any of the faulty belief systems around it. Another meditation technique that you can do is to imagine yourself having everything that you want. Living in your dream house and being with your soulmate and cooking beautiful meals that you really enjoy that are healthy and fill you with vitality and energy and radiant health. And imagine that you're living a very active lifestyle, pursuing all the things that you truly love to do that bring joy to your soul. Imagine what this looks like. Then imagine what it feels like. And when you're imagining what it feels like, you'll recognize that you're no longer a character living in this version of reality. You've actually put yourself into it, which means when you picture yourself in the house with the lover, with the children, with the food, and all these adventures and vacations and trips, that you're not watching yourself in a movie do all these things. In order to bring the feelings into your body, you want to project yourself into this as a first person, which means you'll be looking through your own eyes in this version of reality. As you're walking through your house, you're walking through it, not seeing you walk through it. That would be third person. But first person, you're walking through it. So the camera lens is your eyes, and you're walking through looking at it, interpreting what's around you and all the beautiful features of the home and the stunning views and the woodwork. And as you're seeing it and imagining it, you're also feeling it. You're feeling the excitement, the beauty, the gratitude. So make sure that in any of the visualizations that you do, you're not witnessing yourself doing it, you're actually doing it. That is a huge shift in terms of your success with manifesting. Make sure that your eyes are the camera lens that you look for as you're manifesting your new reality. And every single time you visualize it, you're the one looking at what you've created and feeling what it is you've created. And it goes without saying, the gratitude. Oh, the gratitude for having what it is you always wanted and to be living that life. Some things that you can say to yourself to help lock it in to your subconscious mind and help you memorize it is when you're visualizing it, I'm so happy and grateful that I have this in my life now. I'm so happy and grateful that my life looks like this right now. I'm so happy and grateful that I have everything I always wanted, and that I have my partner, and that I have my dream home, and I have so much abundance around me. These are wonderful ways to just lock it into your feeling system and also into your subconscious mind. I know you already know this, but practicing gratitude actually opens the door for more and more and more. Sometimes people think, well, I don't have anything to be grateful for. And in that state, they're actually blocking their blessings. So I want you to really look at your life, even look at your life how it is right now, because in order to get you from where you are here to where you want to be here, gratitude is one of those feelings that raises your vibration and allows you to draw more to you. So that's a natural bridge to what it is you want to manifest. So instead of saying I'll be grateful when I get it, I want you to say I'm grateful now. I'm so grateful I have all this around me. Also, on the daily level, outside of your meditations, walking through your daily life, I want you to practice gratitude. Continue to be in the vibration and the feeling of gratitude. Every single day, there's something to be grateful for. And I have used this myself during very difficult times in my life when there's been a lot of challenges where I've literally woken up and just said how grateful I was that the sun was out, how grateful I was that some kind person at the store held the door open for me, or how grateful I was when I heard from an old friend that just lit me up and filled me with joy. You can be grateful for the air you breathe. You can be grateful for being able to drive your car and see some beautiful new things that you haven't seen before. You can be grateful for the clothes you already have in your closet. You can be grateful for reading a great book or watching an inspiring movie. You can be grateful for absolutely anything. And if you're kind of at a loss for what to be grateful for, just go sit outside in nature and listen to the birds sing. You can literally fill up on the energy of gratitude just for a bird, and that can serve as a bridge to get you from here to here, because the energy and vibration of gratitude helps you get to your desired result. It allows higher vibrations to come in, bringing you more things to be grateful for. Once you really lock down these techniques, you will not have to script, do vision boards, or practice affirmations all the time, because your brain will already be programmed for the new version of you and the new reality that you're currently creating. Another way to work with your mind on this is to go into an energy of remembering, where you actually ask yourself, how did I feel the last time I achieved that position? How did I feel the last time I fell in love with my soulmate? How did I feel the last time I lost weight and met all my fitness goals. You can ask your brain how to remember what it felt like, and your brain will actually start to create energy, feelings, and beliefs that this is possible because you're simply asking, what did I feel like last time this happened? And that's a good trick also, because many people, again, as they argue for their limitations, say, well, I don't know what it feels like. I haven't been there before. But when you ask your brain, what did I feel like the last time I had this? You can quickly imagine the whole scenario with the feelings in place. And that's a wonderful manifestation hack. Most people get so stuck in looking at their reality, and this is the number one block to all manifestations. It's the number one block to improving your life, your health, and your wealth. When people are like, well, this is my reality, this is what I have right now. And so it sounds really good that you're talking about manifesting and all these dreams coming into reality, but this is the reality. This is actually what it is. If you're in that mindset, I'm going to encourage you to start this video over and listen to it again, because that's the matrix. That is your social conditioning. That is the beliefs that you've accepted about yourself, the limitations you've accepted about yourself, and you've created a very concrete reality that you can't even get out of. That probably makes you feel very limited and very trapped. And that kind of fosters a negative mindset and lower self-esteem, making you feel helpless. You can't change your life. What we know now about this energy is that it can feel very real, because that's what's showing up in your life based on how you're programmed and conditioned. You can program and condition your brain differently now. You can program and condition your feelings to experience things that you never experienced. With just a little practice, you can actually raise your vibration and frequency and program yourself and shift your reality by getting out of this old mindset. Pretend like this is the illusion, because in reality, it's only something that was created by you because of the limits you were given and believed in. So right here, right now, it's time for you to release old traumas and limits and faulty storylines that have made you believe in a lesser version of you. It's time for you to go from here to here and be you 2.0. And you can do that. If you've already thought about the next higher version of you and what that would look like, I want you to imagine, how are you wearing your hair? Are you doing your makeup differently? How are you dressing? How are you moving through life? And what kind of decisions are you making? Imagine that when you've reached that higher version of you, how are you spending your time during the day? What kind of activities are you doing? What kind of exciting people are you talking to? And where are you going that you're really enjoying yourself? And as you start to think about that and dream about it, bring it into your experience now. Do as many of those things as you possibly can right now without going into debt. A simple way to state this would be, let's say you see that you're going out to dinner and you're enjoying fabulous meals and you're just loving all this wonderful food. Maybe you've been a college student that has been eating ramen noodles for a couple years and you're ready to go out for dinner and have lobster and crab and steak, beautiful bottles of wine. I want you to actually allow yourself to have some of those experiences so that you get rewards along the way, so that you put it into your experience that you have done it, that you remember the tastes, and that you remember the beautiful environments that you're sitting in when you're eating the food. All of these things help to shape your reality, and that's why putting money into your experiences is the very best way to elevate yourself from here to here. Having an experience that you can feel grateful for like this can actually feed you for a long time and can help you stay in the energy of feeling grateful. If you have a fabulous meal, for instance, you can actually use that as your one thing that you focus on for the rest of the month. Oh, how much you savored it and how wonderful that meal was and what a great experience it was and how it tasted and how appreciative you are of that. And every time you wake up and maybe you're going back to your ramen noodles because you could only afford it that one time, that's okay. If that's where you're at right now, that's okay. Continue to use the gratitude from that one meal. Continue to use the joy and the savoring of that meal to get you through the whole month, and see how many other opportunities and experiences you draw to yourself that have the same energy and vibration on them. So this is how we program ourselves to move forward. This is how we begin to shift our reality, and I know this will work for you. Please leave me a comment down below and tell me what you're grateful for right now. What is that one thing that you're going to be using to raise your vibration and keep you in the energy of gratitude? Put it down in the comments. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Be sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.